We have in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, an incredible history of music and musicians. There have been a number of significant guitar players throughout, one of whom is Charles Greene, who was the guitar player for the Versatiles. And one of the great things about them was they were black and white players playing together. And that's huge, you know? You think about that in a global scale, and there weren't as many groups doing that as you would have hoped. So Charles was a part of that movement forward, and he was really, really good friends with another great guitar player, Sam Moss, who is already on the Walk of Fame. But to me, the great thing about what Charles Greene provided was a brilliant local guitar player. He was active for decades and decades, and he was in American Hot Wax, and so he got some global notoriety for that, for sure. But around Winston-Salem, he did so many things. He was a part of the North Carolina Black Repertory Company's orchestra. He was one of those guitar players that was just miles ahead of everybody else. So I think that what Charles represents to me is a long commitment to the arts in town, a desire to see younger musicians continue on in his path, and just an inspiration and a mentor to so many. And I think it's overdue to have this Walk of Fame star for him, and I'm glad to have been a part of making that happen. Just incredible wealth of talent, Having grown up in Winston-Salem in the 1960s and 1970s, and played music all through that time. But I will say that it was not an easy road to hoe. It was a hard community to come up in for a number of reasons. You had to be good. You couldn't just kind of skate by. And I think Charles is a perfect example of that. This was a band that learned their lessons and knew how to perform, knew how to work a song up, knew how to make it interesting, knew how to keep it energetic. And I think that if you saw the Versatiles, you could not help but feel that pulsing from the stage. It was palpable.